up. That's my favorite thing to do. We're reviewing Starbound from Chucklefish Games. It's a custom. It's $14.99, £13.99, or 2 Rhinestones on Steam. The engine's completely custom made in C++, and you can check it out at playstarbound.com. Essentially what it is Terraria in space. And if you've not played Terraria, play Starbound, and you'll have essentially played Terraria. So, we have our crazy-ass metric that's comprised of lawn chairs, which I'm going to show you right now.
In a moment.
There we are. Chair explanation. We got 1 chair meaning that it's complete shite, 2 chairs meaning that it's 3 chairs meaning that's pretty good, and 4 chairs meaning Pedro is going to go on and on and on about how awesome it is forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. We also have a categories of doom where we throw these lawn chairs at. We got mixed with the working. How does it work? Does it run well? Does it run without issue under Linux or possibly SteamOS? We got Shiny and Sounds, which critiques the graphics and the audio design. It's good stuff. Controls is self-explanatory. And our final subjective category is fun. Did we enjoy the game on a personal level? So, Ven, did Starbound make with the working?
Well, I am taking a look right now so I can get just a bit of video up in this business.
Business?
There ain't no video, apparently.
There ain't.
But we'll play it like this.
I'm sure some exist, but YouTube would take us down if we ever showed you it.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube. Starbound makes with the working on our current system, which is not SteamOS right now, but it is the most vanilla, formerly vanilla, Ubuntu 1204 LTS, powered by NVIDIA 770, running the latest beta drivers. At the end of the day, another shot, just trying to get people drunk early in the morning. 4 freaking chairs. What you gotta say, Jay?
4 chairs.
On what?
Makes with the working. That thing that we're talking
The
about
hardware.
currently. Oh,
The
right, yeah, hardware.
Bingo.
Right. I forgot we're doing that now. 670 superclocked, running Fedora or 1080t AMD with 670 superclocked, 16 gigs of RAM, running Fedora 18, soon to be 20 next week probably. But yeah, 4 chairs on that.
And on the calculator with a 5650 HD AMD graphics chip, an Intel 370M at 240 GHz, and 8 gigs of RAM, the game runs stupidly well out of the box. 4 chairs, running Aurora 18. Forgot about that one.
Well, considering what we're going to talk about next, performance really isn't an issue, and if it doesn't work on your system, you are probably running some sort of random-ass 286. So, next category, Shiny and Sounds. Ven, I know you absolutely love the art direction of this game.
Art direction, J-Man, the entire time I was thinking about this was, so what MMORPG are we going to review next? Because I know you love them. This encapsulates a lot of stuff I don't like. But for Shiny and Sounds, man, 3 words, hipster, pixel, graphics, and a soundtrack to back it. Nothing I like about the Shiny or Sound. I've seen it done better, and I've seen it done worse. But that's like saying that hipster's fixie is better than the other hipster's fixie. End of day, end of story. And don't think I didn't give this a fair shake. I spent 2 hours on this, what I would call a train wreck. I'm just going to give it 1.
Well, I'm not as harsh on this as Ven, but Terraria did it, so it doesn't get any points for originality. The graphics and sound get the job done, but really, they don't do anything beyond the bare minimum. So while it's not vomitous, it's not fantastic 2 chairs.
Yeah. I didn't like I didn't play a lot of the first Terraria, but the music in
The
this
only
one's actually
Terraria.
kind of nice. Most of the time, you can't even tell it's there, and the graphics, like Ven and Jordan already said, they're kind of meh. It's Terraria all over again, but it does get a bonus chair for the awesome background noise. They did an awesome job with that. Each planet biome has its own background noise type of deal going on, and it sounds amazing, and it does its job at drawing you in, immersing you in the game. So 3 chairs for me.
Well, that's 2 chairs for Shiny and Sounds. So on to Control. Then, I know you never quite feel it, but were you in control with this?
Unlike this train wreck that we're dealing with tonight, I was actually in control with the game, because as much as I loathe the genre of this mismatch, this is like everything I dislike about a game put into one, but I'll get into that in the fun section. It controls, but the only way I can find reasonably play it was, the clicky things and the right hand. I had to have it in window. 1080p didn't really work unless I had that up there and I was doing that. All that clicky business, but outside of that, I couldn't give it 4 chairs, but the controls worked. They work. Loathing this game as much as I do, I'm going to be fair with that. Yeah, fine, 3 chairs.
The controls are reasonable. I find, nothing horrible. They're responsive enough. I do have a gripe, though, and that's the controls are all over the fucking place when it comes to the keyboard. So it's a bit annoying in that regard. Remember, devs, when you're playing a basic little platformer like this, all the ancillary commands closer to WASD is good. Anything else? Stupid. So I'll give that 3 chairs for controls.
Yeah,
He-Man.
what Jordan said applies only to people who play with WASD. Because if you're like me and you're left-handed, you don't like, to play with WASD. You like to use the directional arrow keys. And guess what? They don't allow you to remap their controls. It's 2013. They don't let you remap the controls. Apparently, they're working on it. I posted a screenshot on the show notes. It'll be available. That they apparently already have that working in the testing builds, but they haven't released it yet. Today is the 14th of December, and it's still not fucking out. Chair.
Today is the 15th of December, actually. So
whatever.
All right, so that's 2 chairs for control. And finally, our subjective category. I know Ven is just gonna espouse the virtues of this game. So Ven, go right ahead.
I've always wondered what a colostomy would feel like. I'm guessing like this. The end of it. Here it is. This is 2D Minecraft in space. That's it. The game. That's what you have. But you can travel to different worlds. In space! It's still 2D fucking pixel art hipster Minecraft. That's it. End of story. I have nothing kind to say about this game. 1 chair.
Bam. Well, I will say the game has an interesting premise, a neat little spin on the traditional Minecraft / Terraria tropes. But like those other games, I find I suffer from fatigue after playing it for a while. Because, I don't know, I like sandbox games, but they kind of have to have some sort of point. If you have to make your own point, I get a bit uninterested because I will just go and play something else. I will say that multiplayer is pretty stupid. I realize that this is a beta, but you could at least try and integrate it into the Steam multiplayer.
Yeah, you tried to call me into that.
Yeah. What you gotta
hey,
do...
Hey, baby, come play some multiplayer with me.
There's a Hey, man, I was trying to fucking try that out, but you were all like, no. Anyways, so if you want to actually run a multiplayer server, you can't do it through the game. You have to go to the games folder. And you got to set your LD library path to the games folder and then run the server application and forward port 2501. Clear that port in your IP tables firewall, or maybe you're using packet filter. I don't know. Maybe you're on BSD because you're crazy playing Linux games. But when all is said and done, this is mediocre in terms of fun. I didn't hate playing it, but you get bored pretty quickly. I'll give this 2 chairs.
You know, the game was actually fun. I spent nearly 8 hours in one sitting playing it with a couple of guys I met on Twitch TV. Yeah, those guys that are cocking up the live stream right now. Yeah, so 8 hours. I didn't even notice they were gone. But again, the controls didn't let me perform as as I would have liked to, because when it came to fighting, you know, the monsters, the inhabitants of the planets you visit, I pretty much died in a matter of seconds. I would like to give this game a better score, but I can't. 1 chair.
So with that, we get 1 chair in the fun category. So sad. Star-crossed? I think not. So, with our categories mixed with working, shiny, and sounds, controls, and fun, tallying all that shit up, we get a 2-chair game. Which, if you go back to our categories of doom, is may not be your cup of tea, certainly wasn't ours, but then again, you might love it. So, final words, I would say wait until this game goes on sale. Do not pay full price for it because it was like $15. I would say maybe pay $5 for it.
That was kind of what I took away from it. Even if I was into the genre, even listening to you and to the P-Man, I'm like, this has been done before. It's all happened before and it'll all happen again, possibly better. Right. So
actually, I shouldn't sing that, otherwise we'll get taken down.
Yeah, better be careful here on the tubes. It actually physically embodies pretty much everything I loathe about our current indie games, but fetch your dice. It's got all right controls. I'll give it that, P-Man.
No, it really doesn't. It's 2013. There's absolutely zero fucking excuse to release a beta at €14 with no remappable controls. Fuck you guys, seriously.
Yeah, maybe pay only 1 Rye Stone for it.